Good morning, evening, and afternoon. Welcome to part 25 of Aokana, no Kanata no fōRizumu. Last time we started with the view of Misaki. We didn't know how she was feeling, but we know she was conflicted with something. Later, Misaki ran into Masaya, which ended up being quite an eventful after event situation. I don't know how I can really word it, but anyway. But we were able to learn a little bit more about what Misaki was feeling. Sure, she was worried about Mashiro, but was more she felt upset and frustrated by her loss against Shindo. And I found that quite interesting because we knew Misaki didn't really have, she wasn't showing a drive in a sense to really participate in flying circus. And showing her frustrations about that shows that she's really interested or likes flying circus in a sense, or maybe she's just really competitive, not too sure. But anyway, we were going to ask her how did Misaki and Mashiro meet, and all she gave us was that it would have been better if we ask Mashiro. So I can't exactly remember the exact reasons why we went here, but Misaki led Masaya to this udon restaurant. And just from what I could see, I could easily tell that the restaurant belonged to Mashiro's family. We were introduced to a new character, Mashiro's mother. Interesting character. It's weird for me to say, but in a sense, she portrays the cliched mother character, I guess you could say. Anyway, we were told that we could go up to her room to wait for Mashiro, and we gotta take a look to see how Mashiro lives, or who she is in a sense. We know she likes to collect evil god plushies. I remember that kanji. And she likes to play games, it seems. And we knew that from the past as well, but we didn't know it was to that extent as well. But after Masaya finally picked it up that it was Mashiro's room, he thought, no, it would be best that I do not wait here, and they both left the room to come back down. And as we were just about to, well, he was apologizing to Botan, Mashiro's mother, about the whole situation, and once, as we were finishing that off, Mashiro had arrived home. From what we heard, her injury wasn't serious, but from what we know, Mashiro hasn't been focusing properly lately. I mean, it's not right for her to take that fall when she landed, and she seemed to be in a bit of a mood, I guess you could say, before practice as well. So I'm not too sure how she'll react when she sees Masaya. And I wonder if he's going to explain the situation to her about changing her styles here or later. Wait and see. But I'm sure we'll learn something new here, which I'm quite eager to see. Let's get started. The sudden arrival of someone makes me hurriedly raise my head. There were no customers before now, so it wasn't a problem, but I could spark weird rumors if someone saw me standing around with my head bowed.
Masaya senpai?
Turns out it's not a customer, but a wide-eyed Mashiro.
ちょっとやめてください、困ります。
So yeah, she does say stop in a sense, but it was more.
ちょっとやめてください、困ります。
Wait, dude, what are you doing? You causing a problem here, or this is problem. The end part is pretty hard to translate. She quickly approaches us, making sure she doesn't put weight on her injured foot. Oh, careful! Don't push yourself.
先輩がそんなことしてるからじゃないですか。
I try to stop her, but she ignored me and reaches us in short order. She isn't using crutches, and I don't see a cast either. Maybe it was taped together? They could have just bandaged it too. Well, I'm just glad the injury isn't too serious. That's a relief. But that aside, what are you telling me to stop doing exactly?
どうせ先輩のことですから、怪我をしたのはコーチのせいだって私のミスなのに謝ってたんじゃないですか？
She's right on the money. But Son literally just pointed that out a minute ago as well. Guess that one moment she saw me bowing my head to Boran-san told the whole story.
私は私で判断して行動してます。そういう勘違いはやめてください。
I'm sorry. I didn't really think things through.
真っ白。
Boran calls out to Mashiro in an admonishing manner. I'm guessing she doesn't like her harsh tone. Mashiro stares back at her sharply, seemingly getting ready to argue.
またやっちゃったな。もう。
I wonder if that is referring to her sharp look. Stares back at her sharply. I wonder if she's quick to fight back in a sense. But her anger deflates like a balloon.
すみません。頭の中では先輩の意図とか一応理解しているつもりなんですけど。
Huh? Seeing Mashiro acting all polite throws me for a loop.
真っ白。美咲先輩、いらしてたんですか？
How unusual. Seems Mashiro only just noticed Misaki.
診察結果どうだって？捻挫です。1週間くらいで治るそうで。そっか。うん。その程度で済んでよかったね。心配して様子を見に来てくださったんですか？今日はマサヤの付き添いで。
A little bit of lip service wouldn't have hurt, yet Misaki just tells her the truth. Man, like I thought earlier, she's usually pretty cold to Mashiro.
マサヤ先輩の付き添いで。
I mean, they were already trying to avoid putting oil to the fire in a sense. They were talking about that last time as well. And yet, there she goes adding more. Now that Misaki's involved, I have a feeling Mashiro is going to get upset. However...
ごめんなさい、美咲先輩。少しマサヤ先輩とお話ししたいんですけど。じゃあ、私は帰るよ。もともと付き添いできたからね。そうですか。残念ですけど、わかりました。
Things have taken a very different turn.
それじゃね、マサヤ。頑張って。マサヤ先輩、こちらへ。
Yeah. Before I fully grasped the situation, I ended up sitting across from Mashiro at a corner table.
いらっしゃいませ。
Customers have also started to appear, which makes this all feel even more weird.
何から話せばいいのかって感じですが。
Mashiro seems to be having a hard time, as her eyes dart about her fingers fidget in place. Then apparently, finally having gathered her resolve,
ちょっと待っててください。
Mashiro? She dodges upstairs after saying that. Oh, what's she up to? That's... I see one of those evil god plushies I saw in Mashiro's room, in the chair across from me.
聞こえます？
What was this about? Sorry. Oh, right, I think it's because she was a bit uneasy maybe to talk to him in person, so maybe... Mashiro's voice comes from the plushie. Man, this is weird. Seems like she put a phone with an ongoing call under it. Are you seriously using that plushie as a proxy? I ask as I turn to face the thing. Look, I'm having a hard time taking this seriously. Can't you just come back?
嫌です。
That was fast.
想像なさってるのなら、多分それが答えです。そっとしておいて、そのこと話してください。いいですね。先輩が喋ってるのは邪神ちゃんで、私じゃないんです。わかりましたね。
Again, they've just threw that in on their own. She actually refers to it as Jashin-chan. Jashin, as I referred to it last time, was evil god. And the chan just makes it cuter in terms of referring to it. I mean, I can understand where they're coming from with this translation. Just saying evil god chan, it's not gonna add the same feeling to it. So this I can understand. It's quite interesting how hard it would have been to translate it and keep that same feeling in it. Okay. I feel like it'd be fun to tease her about it, but now's clearly not the time. Honestly, this whole thing with the plushie is actually kinda cute.
さて、ではお話を聞きましょうか。
Personally, I hope the conversation is just as cute, but that's not likely. Okay, then start things off. I'm sorry. You're so upset with me that you don't even want to see my face, right? I don't think that's the case. I assume that's one of the reasons she doesn't want to talk to me directly. In that case, it's better to get out of the way, yeah? I think she might be either embarrassed, nervous, shy? I don't know. Mashiro?
まあ、それもありますけど。
To my surprise, Mashiro stammers a bit.
単に恥ずかしいだけよ。
Yeah. Huh?
お母さん。はい、お茶。
Mashiro's mother places a cup of tea on the table as she says that.
真っ赤にしてる顔、見られたくないのよ、きっと。ちょっとお母さん。まあ、許してあげてね。あの子も女の子だし、恥ずかしがり屋だから。ちょっと。そんなに泣きそうな顔で心配しなくても大丈夫よ。別に変な顔にはなっていないから。
Huh? Mashiro suddenly pokes her head out when she hears that. But then she immediately hides again.
引っかかった、引っかかった。
The mother's pretty playful.
お母さん、もうあっち行ってて。真っ白かわいい。こら
Mashiro's mom moves Plushy's arms up and down. Those aren't the real Mashiro's arms, but for whatever reason, she's acting like they are.
お母さんはいはい。
Mashiro's acting like a child right now. Guess that's just how people are around their parents. Yeah, she obviously can hear it. She doesn't really say anything, but yeah. In the end, Mashiro comes out to talk to me directly. So, wait, what was even the point of using... when it comes to... Sometimes I'm conflicted if I want to really just call it like I've been using with the Vile God and Evil God thing. It's like how when I first started, instead of using Flying Circus, instead of using FC, I started using Flying Circus instead of Skywalker. I referred it to something else. Like, I don't want to really use things that I feel like aren't correct. But I think because I kind of was alright with it, I'll just keep it with it now. So, sorry about that. So wait, what was even the point of using Doom Meow in the first place?
それで今日はどういうことなんですか?
I just wanted to check up on you. Oh, actually, no. Should I just be honest here? Is it causing problems if I tell her I want us to get along better? Yeah, who am I kidding? It'd be really creepy. Still, I won't get anywhere if she doesn't know how I feel. So, I've got no choice. It's for our club. If this doesn't work for Mashiro, I have to search for a different way. I want us to get closer. I'm not too sure about that wording, but okay.
Huh?
Oh, don't misunderstand. Only mean as fellow club members. Yeah, honesty is the best policy. I wonder how she'll react.
なるほど。そうだったんですか。
I shouldn't expect that.
わあ、それはわざわざありがとうございます。私もマサヤ先輩とは仲良くなりたいなって常々思ってたんですよ。
I don't know why, but I'm both either surprised it's going this way, or am I picking up a bit of hint of sarcasm? I don't know.
これからぜひよろしくお願いしますね。
Maybe I'm just surprised, yeah. Great. Smile appears on Mashiro's face. However, I sense a bit of melancholy behind it, almost as if she feels lonely. Maybe she's still mad at me. Maybe she just wants to be done with the conversation. Maybe she actually means it, and I'm reading too deeply into things. Who cares? I just need to trust her. Okay. Let's work on that sign tomorrow. Also, I'll say this one last time. Sorry about today. I start to get up.
ちょっと待ってください。
Hmm?
さっきので本来は済ますところなんですけど、その。
Hmm? She seems sort of hesitant about saying whatever's on the tip of her tongue.
一つお聞きしたいんですけど。
She's got a like a resolved look in her face, like she's really Go right ahead.
先輩ってどこか同年代に思えないというか、あ、大人っぽくて憧れるとかじゃないですよ。
Thanks for always going your way to inflict that extra bit of damage, Mashiro.
ただ、強くてニューゲームって言うんですかね。
That's an interesting way of putting it. Oops. Yeah, I never thought of it that way. When someone acts quite... Actually mentions, it's almost like some people knew how to go about it in a sense, like they're taking it well, or... It's really hard to explain it, but it's almost like they've done it before, you know? It's like that new game plus thing. That's a really interesting way of putting it. I never thought of that before.
今の先輩って興味あることあるのかなとか、熱くなることあるのかなって。
Well, I think here it's referring to also that he's obviously used to participating in flying circus, so he understands a lot of it.
先輩?
Sorry, I might have just misread this. Yeah, I went right over this. It's interesting, yeah, because he did enjoy and he was passionate in flying circus, but because of that incident in his past with his rival and losing constantly, he lost all of that. But then lately, he started to almost enjoy it a bit again, but also it's not the same. Mashiro calls out to me in a questioning tone.
私言い過ぎました?
No, it's fine. The damage has already been done. There's no point in complaining now.
本当ですか?
Yeah, he just surprised me there. I never dreamed that was what you thought of me. She seems surprised. Guess I touched a sore spot? Crap. She must feel as bad as I do right now. Are you okay?
本当は... 本当はもう少し突っ込んだことを言いたいんですけど、先輩のことよく知らないのに言うのもひどいかと。
You can't be serious. You're saying you've got even worse things to say about me? I'm scared.
ですからこれ。
Huh? Before I know it, Mashiro is holding out her hand to me. And that hand is holding a PSQ? I'm guessing it's a parody for the PSP, PS Vita. But
気にしないでください。うち3台ありますから。
Why do you have 3? Oh, wait, that's beside the point.
FC やっててこんな感じなんだから、別の方法しかないんじゃありませんか?
That's understandable, because I mean, normally if you want to get close to somebody or be more friendly on friendlier terms, participating in something that they enjoy is a good way of doing it. And obviously since we've seen the room, we know that she quite enjoys playing games, so it does make sense. I suck at video games.
私 FC 苦手です。合宿とか言っても相手にされませんし。
She looks pretty upset. Hold on. Is she actually mad about what happened back then? Still.
まあ、ちょっとやってみましょう。勝手な狼藉の罰ゲームだと思って。
Punishment?
先輩がゲームやってるとこ見てみたいだけですから。
Doesn't sound like what she said, but hold on.
先輩がゲームやってるとこ見てみたいだけですから。
So it's almost like she's saying that how she wants to see Senpai playing something or doing something that he's not good at.
先輩がゲームやってるとこ見てみたいだけですから。
Or she just wants to see, yeah, she wants to see Senpai, yeah, it's about that. See Senpai play a game he's not good at, in a sense, something like that. Well, I guess it'll work as a common ground, if I do. Got it. And so Mashiro hands me her PSQ in a somewhat forceful manner. How do they translate this? I'm quite curious. Yeah, they also use in Japanese PSQ. After that, I leave Mashiro's place and make my way back home. I'm not quite sure whether our relationship has improved, but oh well. Should be a positive development, I think. Gazing at the PSQ she gave me, I forced myself to believe that. Guess I should stop here. Finish studying early and pull out Mashiro's present. I sat down with Mashiro's PSQ in my hands. To be honest, I'm not exactly excited to use this thing.
今の先輩って興味あることあるのかなとか、熱くなることあるのかなって。
Yeah, I think I might misread it again. It's because he's lost his drive in a sense. Like, he used to enjoy flying circus, but he's lost it. So now he looks bored, and there's nothing that really drives him. There's nothing that really excites him anymore. Man, she sure didn't mince words. I get up and head over to my dresser as a wry smile rises to my face. I emerge around the drawer with all my stuff in it, then pull something out from the back. These old flying circus shoes? Yeah. Brown shoes that are now too small for me to wear. I told myself that I would never take them out again, yet here I am doing exactly that. This has happened a lot lately. Is it still weighing down on my mind? I honestly don't know the answer to that question at this point. Back then my anger was so intense that it took my breath away, and I mixed with my other emotions to form a deep bog within my mind. Simply looking at these shoes made me unable to stand. But now all I'm feeling is a tightness in my chest. And that kind of makes me feel sad. It's all in the past now. I mean, sure, I'm involved with flying circus again, but it's not the same. However, now that I think about it, I haven't been all that passionate about anything since I quit flying circus. I wasn't doing it on a conscious level, but maybe I was, in a way, putting on the brakes. And maybe, just maybe, that's also true for my job as a coach. Guess I'll try and get absorbed in something again. Mashiro's gift is a good opportunity for me to get out of my comfort zone. I should give it a shot. Actually, maybe I should check a guard first. Doubt I'm going to like it that much, but it's better to have a plan in mind if you want to make effective progress. I turn on my computer. Oh. I got an email, and the music stopped. Interesting. After reading it, I typed my reply.
Hinata-san?
Interesting. After going back and forth over email, I hear a voice from the window. Didn't expect to hear from Rika. Good evening, Ishinose. cannot use honorific show. Yeah, interesting. She was the one who emailed me. Oh, interesting, okay. We've been exchanging pictures that were taken during the training camp.
よかった。
Rather than it worked out, it's more like she's saying, I'm glad, in a sense. Yokata. She seemed awfully relieved. What's that all about?
いえ、いつもならこうやって窓を開けてお話しされるので、もしかしたらお体の具合でも良くないのかと。
You really mean that?
はい？
No, never mind. Seems my ill experience with my shows has made me develop a slight distrust of women. Well, I doubt I have to worry about Ishinose at all. Thanks for worrying about me.
いえいえ、とんでもありません。むしろ日向さんこそ何かされていたんでしたら申し訳ありません。
Sure. I was in the middle of something, but I'm probably the worst offender between the two of us.
理由ですか？
I've kind of come to realize that it's not a good idea to speak into a girl's room just because we happen to be neighbors.
覗いてたんですか？
Bad choice of words, but of course not. I'd never do something like that.
ですよね。
Ishinose nods, clearly believing my words.
それにしっかりと自衛手段を取らせていただいてますし。
Your defenses? Is she wearing shorts under her skirts or what?
突然や無理やりだと困りますけどね。
I can't apologize enough for that. That moment at the beach I'm guessing they're referring to. Which brings that up, all I can do is apologize.
冗談ですよ。
Well, I'm not.
そんな日向さんだと思うから私はそれほど警戒してないんですよ。
Thanks. This girl is very simple and honest. Really nice is a certain someone learned a few things from her.
それにしてもどうして突然そんなことを気にされるようになったんですか？
You could say something close that happened, something that made me want to do better, basically.
近いこと？
Let's just say I got a chance to enter a girl's room. Ichinose seems to be at a loss for words. Ichinose?
それはそうですよ。女の子の部屋をチロチロ見るなんて。アスカさんだってきっとすごい勇気を出したんだと思いますし。
She's misunderstanding again. Wait, hold on. I feel like you're totally misreading the situation. It's probably assumed that I'm either going over to Asuka's or already have. You know, Ishinose has some issues too. She just won't give up on the idea of me and Asuka as an item. So, I better clear this up before it's too late. Yep, like you've tried in the past and failed. So yeah, I was just about to start playing Monster Eater.
モンタッタですか。
I can't believe that's the official abbreviation. Wait, I forgot. I wanted to see the Japanese for the full word for it. Monster Eater. Yeah, so it is Monster Eater. Okay. The Montata is what they use for the, yeah, Montata. So they took out the S and the I. Montata. It's interesting. I just take out two hiragana and it just instantly becomes feels like a totally different word. It sounds stupid. Someone should put an end to that.
ちょっと前に最新作が出たんですよね。
You playing it?
前作までは友達とやってましたけど、私はまだ部活も始めたばかりですし。
Oh, okay. Can you give me some tips then?
アドバイスですか?
As soon as I heard that, I was like, again, why? And you probably would hear it as well. So, だったらなんかアドバイスとかないか? If that is so, do you happen to have any advice? Advice, you say? Yes, advice. So, why tips? Why not keep it as advice? We had a similar thing before, and it's like when I was talking about that whole Jashin-chan, the Doom Meow part, like I can understand that translation. This one, again, I don't see the point. Advice? Tips? I'm trying to think of, in English, what would be the better word to use in this scenario then. So, tips, advice. In a sense, I can see tips being more widely used than advice in this situation. But yeah, no, I would I'm still confused. Oh well. Ishina looks up for a moment as she thinks.
そういうのも含めて有坂さんに尋ねてみたらいいんじゃないでしょうか。
True. Can't argue with that logic. Guess I better consult Lord Doom Meow tomorrow. How do they translate that one? Jashin Summer ni. Yeah, she's not even using the Chan part, so. Like, why? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go in circles if I can't keep going at this rate. So that's the end of that day. Next day, I go over to Mashiro's classroom first thing in the morning. I'll end it there. Unfortunately, I was at it again. A lot of back and forths, but as mentioned before, I enjoy thinking and theorizing, why do they use it? Why do they use this instead of that? Why do they create their own sentences when nothing was said? Of course, as mentioned before, I've got no experience in this type of thing, so I don't know the reasonings behind it. But I find it interesting nonetheless. As for the episode itself, it had me a bit confused in certain parts. Especially because I didn't expect Mashiro to be that agreeing or understanding, or I don't know the right word from trying to think of, but her reaction to them becoming friends or getting to know each other more. I can understand her giving the PSQ to him. It's a good way of going about it. It was an interesting dynamic between her and her mother as well. It was quite cute to see. And we got to see that Mashiro really is actually more of a shy person than we thought as well. Okay. We still weren't able to discuss about the changing of styles, but hopefully they'll be done soon. Because as mentioned before, you're just losing our practice at this rate. Then after that, he went home and spoke to... Well, firstly, he was contemplating, he was talking about his graph shoes from his past. And it's interesting, he's starting to feel conflicted about it. It almost makes me feel like we might see him actually participate in the future. We'll have to wait and see for that, I guess. Yeah. And then, let's see. After his contemplation, he got an email from Ichinose, from Rika. And what was the... Why did she? Almost like she just wanted to just have a random conversations. It wasn't like there was any point to it. Oh well. But yeah, interesting episode. Not too bad, not too great. But I am looking forward to see what goes next. So we've sorted the thing well with, kind of with Misaki, not really. And Mashiro's also not there yet. But it's getting closer. And then so far, the next thing should be finishing off with the Mashiro arc, I guess you could call it, with the PSQ and Monster Eater. And then finishing it, and then next should be the study session arc, I guess you could say. Them studying together. I wonder. Oh, we'll have to wait and see next time. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.